Hello friends, welcome to your channel Unknown IITians. So today in this video we will discuss the content of week 1 to 4 of our English subject which will come in your qualifiers exam. So without wasting your time, hit the subscribe button down there in your dashboard, YouTube dashboard, and make sure to watch this lecture till end, okay? So let's continue without wasting our time. So your first slide is about the articulation of vowel sounds. What does articulation mean? Articulation mean the expression of statements, okay? The expression of statements in verbal form, okay? In verbal form. Whenever you express your feelings or expressions in the verbal form, it is known as articulation, okay? So articulation of vowel sounds. The pronunciation of vowel sounds, okay? It literally means the pronunciation of vowel sounds. So here you can see a table out there. In the first column, it is given that A. What does A? A sound A. Okay? A produces a sound of single vowel. Okay? Whenever you pronounce a word like up, cup, you will feel that a sound of A is coming. Okay? A sound of A is pronounced in up and cup. So these two words have a sound of A in their pronunciation. Similarly with A, whenever you pronounce father sound round, you will hear that you are facing an sound of A. Okay, you're feeling you're getting experienced by the sound of A in the three words and many more words. These are only for the example like father sound and round. Okay, similarly with here a singular I. Okay, singular I, in, ink, sink, drink. Only I. Here only I word is pronounced. Okay, only here the vowel sound of I is being pronounced. Okay, similarly with double I, clean. Whenever you pronounce clean, you will feel that you're pronouncing a vowel sound of double I. Similarly with seat, beat, and feet. Now, you, a singular you, book. Whenever you pronounce book, you will feel that you're pronouncing like this, book. Cook, C-U-K, cook. Look, L-U-K, look. You're pronouncing like this. Double O seems here like a single U. Okay? Whenever you pronounce whenever you pronounce a sound produced from a double U, that is zoo, boot, room, the U sound is stretched. Okay? The sound is stretched to sound like zoo, boot, and room. Okay? So let's move to the next slide. So here it is given that articulators. This is a very important thing according to biology and for basic vocabulary English. Okay? So here see, this is the nose. Okay? This is the nose, and this is the lips. Then this is the teeth, tongue tip, tongue blade. The lower part of your tongue, where your tongue resides, is known as tongue blade. Glottis. Glottis is the opening of your pharynx, and this is the epiglottis. This prevents the flow of food into your windpipe. Okay, so this is a biological term. And yes, velum. Velum. This velum is the backside of your tongue. Okay, backside of your tongue, which touches the part of the hard palate behind your tongue. Okay, velum. Now this is the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity from where the air flows inside and outside. Okay, so this was just a biological overview for your English vocabulary. See, now articulation of consonant sound, pronunciation of consonant sound. Okay, velar, velar, palatal, retroflex, dental, and labial. Okay, so here, first you need to know the meaning of these terms. What are the terms? Velar, palatal, and retroflex. Okay, so what does velar mean? So velar is the sound produced from the back of the tongue near the soft palate. Okay, so in the previous slide you must have seen there was an organ, there was a part of a body named velum, right? That is the place from where the velar sounds are produced. Suppose k, k, kh, g, gh, na. Okay, these are the sounds produced from the velar part. And from the palatal part, what does palatal means? You must have seen that there was a organ or a body part or a body thing. In the previous slide, the palatal palate, okay, that a soft palate and a hard palate both produce different sounds. For 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 here, palatal when a C, when a C, sa, cha, ja, jha, na. These are the sounds known as palatal sounds. Similarly, retroflex, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Here you will see that your tongue touches the upper part of your jaw, that is the upper part of the palate, and is known as retroflex. Dental, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Here you will see that your teeth produces the sound ta, tha, da, dha, na. Labial produces the pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Okay, labial means the sound produced by the tongue. Now, articulation of vowel sounds. A, I, E, U. Okay. Up, cup, other sound round. This I've discussed about this in the past lines. Okay. In the past slides, I've discussed about this. In the first slide only, I've discussed about it. Okay. Articulation of vowel sound. Next, vowel sounds in English. Okay, this is a slide related to vowel sounds in English. What does vowel sounds in English mean? Vowel sounds in English is when you pronounce a word and a vowel sound is produced. Okay, pit, pet, pat. See, here pit, I sound is produced. Pet, E sound is produced. Pat, E sound is produced. Pot, O sound is produced. But, U sound is produced. And book, singular U sound is produced. Similarly, in mother, bean, burn, barn. Here, everywhere, vowel sounds are produced. Okay, vowel sounds are produced. Now, next, articulation of consonant sound. Okay, articulation of consonant sound. This we have discussed in the previous slides also. Let's move to the next slide. So, yeah, consonant sounds in words. Consonant sounds in words. So, here, in many words, in most of the words, you will find that consonant sounds are present out there. Okay, so here, how will the consonant sound feel? In pit, bit. Here P is the consonant sound. Bit, tab, D, T, D, C, cab, G, gab. Okay. Similarly, these are all the consonant sound. Okay. Next slide. Diphthongs. Diphthongs. Suppose first we discuss the examples of diphthongs. Take, buy, boy, fear, care, go, poor, cow. So here you will see that there are two vowel sounds, right? There are two vowel sounds. In all these words, there are two vowel sounds. Take, A and E sounds are produced. Buy, A and I sounds are produced. Boy, A, E sounds are produced. A, I sounds are produced. Fear, E, A sound is produced. Okay, so what are diphthongs? From here, we can conclude that diphthongs are the words where a flow of two vowel sounds are produced. After each sound, another vowel sound is produced. Okay. Diphthongs are sounds which consist of a movement or a glide of from one vowel to the another. In other words, diphthongs are produced by combining two vowels. EI is a diphthong that combines the two vowels E and I. Similarly, A is the diphthong which combines A and E. Okay. The first sound is the combination of the articulated longer and the stronger than the second one. Always remember that the first word, the first letter is always articulated more longer than the second one. Okay, suppose we take the example of fear. Fear, here E A diphthong is used, and E has a greater intensity of voice. Okay, E has a greater intensity of voice compared to A. Now next question, next slide. There are 8 diphthongs that can be handled and understood through the diagram given below. There are total 8 diphthongs. Okay, there are total 8 diphthongs. So what are they? Let's see. Diphthong closing and centering. Closing ending with I and ending with U. Okay. There are two parts of diphthong. There are two types of diphthongs. One which is closing and one which is centering. Okay. The closing one has again been divided into two diphthongs, from one ending with I and one ending with U. Suppose EI, AI, and OI. Similarly, in U, these two are included. In centering, the ending is with E, and the examples of the diphthongs are this. Okay. total 8 diphthongs. This is a very important question from the view of respect of your exam. So make sure you memorize the number of diphthongs in this uh, in the English vocabulary. Now, examples. Suppose take. When you pronounce take, you feel that EI is the diphthong out there. Aim, pray, break, late. For AI, high, ice, fly, type, write. Oi, boy, oil, alloy, voice, toy. Here you will feel that I voice is felt and here OI voice is pronounced. Okay. Similarly, these are the all 8 diphthongs and their compared words. Next, semi-vowels. What are semi-vowels? The sounds W and Y in English are called semi-vowels. It's a very important part, so you must go through this slide well. Okay, W and Y is considered as a semi-vowel. Why? Because there is no blockage of air in the articulation of W and Y, thus giving it a vowel-like quality. Now, vowels have a quality that when we can say a sound is a vowel, when when while pronouncing the vowel, if the air is blocked, if the air is blocked while pronouncing a word, you will think you will conclude that there is a vowel inside it. If your word, if your if the air passing through your voice is not colliding, is not getting hampered or is not getting hindered, you can say that it is a vowel. If your voice, if there is a blockage of air in while pronouncing it, then you will say that it is a consonant. Okay. Now see, W and Y, as we all know, W and Y are consonants. Okay, as we all know, it is a consonant. But here there is another term for it, that is semi-vowel. Why semi-vowel? In spite being of a consonant, whenever we pronounce W and Y, there is no blockage of air while pronouncing it. So it is a semi-vowel. Okay. Now, however, W and Y are non-syllabic in nature. This means that unlike vowels, they do not form syllables. Okay. Owing to the above reason, they are referred to as consonant. This is the reason why they are referred to as consonant, and that is the reason they are referred as semi-vowels. Okay. Now, examples for W: well, world, twin, suit, acquire. For Y: yesterday, intuitions, beauties, steward, and few. Okay. Now let's move to the next thing. Semi-vowels Y and W. These sounds not occur at word final position. Window, cow, happy Monday. Y and W sounds are not in the final position. Now, functions of semi-vowel. See, go away, I am late, say it, buy, put your shoe on. Blue is my favorite color. So here the semi-vowel words are used. Next, simple words. What are simple words? Most of the words are a sequence of consonants and vowel sounds. You will see most of the words are a sequence of the sounds of a consonant and then a vowel. Okay. For example, papa, papa, daddy, daddy, mommy, mommy, dad, mom. So here you will see that papa, a consonant sound, then a vowel sound, then a consonant sound, then a vowel sound. So here see consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Okay. This follows the consonant vowel form. Okay, now CVC, consonant vowel consonant, dad, consonant vowel consonant, mom, consonant vowel consonant, VC, vowel and consonant, am, is. Okay, it. Now consonant vowel, D, D, C. Okay, after each consonant there are two vowels. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Similarly, about words and the sequence, the same thing is written out there. Sounds from same places of articulation do not come next to each other. Okay, this is a very important concept. Whenever whenever two sounds are produced from the same thing, like if two sounds are retroflex or labial, they do not come adjacent to each other. Okay, like P and B and B and P and T and D. Can you pronounce that P and B, BP and TD? Could you try to pronounce it? You will find that you cannot pronounce these words. Okay, words only with vowel sounds. There are certain words which only contain vowel sounds, and those words can be, for example, for those words is I. Here you will only feel that there is only a vowel sound. Okay. Now next, sounds produced by modification of the flow of exhaling air. Okay. Whenever you modify, whenever you modify the flow of air, you will feel that some, you will feel that some new words are pronounced. Okay. Suppose like king, class, great, glass, pink, pure, bliss. They have inbuilt vowel sound A with all in them. They have inbuilt vowel A. Okay. King, class, great, glass. You will feel that a sound is being pronounced in all these words. Okay. Pink, pure, bliss, bless. Okay. Now next, consonant clusters. Two consonant sounds together without the inbuilt sound A from the first one. Reduction of the inbuilt vowel sounds from the first one. So these are not that important, but yes, the questions will be as simple as that, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, two sounds together, two sounds, consonant sounds together. Okay, reduction of the inbuilt vowel sounds from the first one, not in random order. Okay, cluster, bliss, school, scooter. Here you can see that how will you pronounce school? It's not school, it's school. Okay, it's school. Okay, then scooter, then scooter. Okay, now let's move to the most important part of your qualifier exam, that is part of speech. So what does part of speech mean? Part of speech, in a day-to-day life, you you whenever you communicate, you try to communicate in any language, suppose Hindi, English, Marathi, or any of your choice. Okay, so there you will use statements, right? Without statements you cannot converse, right? So in those statements you use certain words, okay, jumbled, which were jumbled in your dictionary. Then you have formed a specific ordering of the words. Then you formed a specific meaning. Then you have placed it in a sentence, and then you are uttering that words, right? Uttering that statement. You are speaking those statements. So here, the what do you mean by part of speech? It is a name given to a word based on the job that it does in a sentence. Okay. How many parts of speech are there? Total there are eight parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, article, and conjunction. Now you all must have a certain idea about it, because this is a very basic part. Okay, many of you have come, you are here, many of the viewers are from here, that state government schools, then ICSE and CBSE, all must have gone through English in some part of their academics. Okay, so I don't think that you must need a detailed lecture on it, but yes, I will readily revise it for sure. Okay, so first we'll discuss verb. This is a very important part of speech. Okay, without verb, nothing is possible in a statement. Okay, verb. What does verb mean? Action words. Okay, verb is the action words in your statements. Okay, every sentence in English must have a verb. Without a verb, that in the sentence formed is invalid. Only verb have tenses. Make sure past tense, present tense, and future tense. Okay, a word that shows an action or state. Sentence. Riyadh plays cricket 3 times a week. Riyadh plays a cricket. Here, plays is a verb. Okay. Here, I am a teacher. I am. Here, it is a verb. Okay. Now, this is a type of auxiliary verb, and this is plays is a type of physical verb. Now, try to form a sentence without verb. If you find any sentence without a verb, please mention it in a comment. Okay. And I know the comment will be empty, because no sentence would be formed, no meaningful sentence could be formed without the use of verb. Okay. Now let's continue. List of auxiliary verbs. What are auxiliary verbs? An auxiliary verb is a helping verb that changes or helps another verb. Okay. Auxiliary verbs means an extra or different. Auxiliary verbs like do can be used to make a question. These verbs are usually used with other verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs. Okay. So for example, be can be modified into am, are, is, was, were, being. These all are forms of be. Can, could, do can be modified while asking a question. Did, does, doing. Have, had, has, having. May, might, shall, must, should, will, would. Okay, these are the examples of auxiliary verb. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Find the verb in the following sentence. This is an activity for you. You can do it on your own. I will guide you with three of them. They fought like cats and dogs. Here the verb is fought. Okay, please keep the pen on the book. Here keep is a physical verb and philosophy is an interesting subject. And I took a beautiful photo of the sunrise. Do it on your own. Okay, these all are for you. Practice it on your own. Now, additional exercise. My uncle is making a dinner. So here the right option will be is. You will have such questions in your exam. Okay, this is from the exam point of view. Okay. Now, your friends are nice or is nice. Plural, so are. The teacher reads every day to the children. The teacher reads every day to the children. Your dogs like to go for a walk. It will be like, not likes. Okay, this is a very important concept of the English grammar. Whenever there is a plural verb, sorry, I mean, whenever there is a plural subject, you will take a singular verb. Okay, whenever there is a singular subject, you will take a plural verb. Okay. Now, nouns. What are nouns? Noun is the naming word, name given to a person, place, thing, animal, or feeling, an idea. For example, Arjun went to Greece for vacation with his family last year. So here, what are the nouns? Arjun is a noun, Greece is a noun, vacation is a noun with his family last year. Okay, nouns can be animals or things or feelings or ideas or anything. Okay, nouns are classified as countable and uncountable. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns. Proper noun. Suppose only one object which is unique. Okay. Proper noun is usually defined as a unique noun. Okay. Suppose John. There is only one John. Now it can be that there are many persons of the same name, but yes, we are referring to one John. Patna. Patna is the only place in all over the world which exists in the universe. Sunday is the only thing which exists in the universe, and India is always as one, as unique. Okay. Class noun. What does class noun mean? Refers to the whole class. Cat, tiger, house, pine, hill. So here, what does class? Class is a group of species. Okay. Class, you can say that you're defining the whole as one. Suppose cat. Cat has many features. Okay. Cat has many species out there, but you will classify it as a cat. You will see any species or animal similar to cat, you will say that that is a cat, that is a cat. You will not name the species. So that is the class of that animal. Okay. Collective noun. What are collective noun? The part of a class noun. Okay. Collective noun. Suppose you use a word which is defined for a group of people. Okay. Suppose there is a jury of judges. The jury is always for a judges. Okay. Then the police is a collective noun which is used to refer the the protective forces of the country. Okay. Which functions in the state. Similarly, uncountable noun. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are nouns which can't be counted. Okay. Suppose these are of two types: abstract noun and material noun. Abstract noun. What are abstract noun? Refers to an idea, ability, gravity, and goodness or hardship. Okay. Material noun refers to the concrete object: gold, water, rice, and wheat. Like milk, it is a material noun. And abstract noun, an idea, ability, gravity, and goodness. Okay. So let's move to the next slide. Pronoun. What is pronoun? The word that replaces a noun. So pronoun. Now every time, suppose in a sentence you are using that John is a good boy, John is a happy person. It is a similar paragraph, and you are using that John is a good boy, John is a helping person. You do not need to use John always. Actually, it's correct, but whenever you will express it, it will not feel a good way to communicate. Okay, so we use pronoun instead of those verb. Suppose Rahul went to Kerala with Rahul's mother. Rahul really enjoyed spending time with Rahul's mother. So here, what you feel while I was pronouncing this sentence, while I was repeating this sentence, what did you feel? You must have felt that Rahul, Rahul, Rahul. Why this Rahul shit is going all over around, right? So yes. So to what are the alternative sentences? What are the alternative pronouns which can be used in place of Rahul? Subject pronoun. So it is also known as first person. Okay, subject is also known as first person. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Object pronoun: me, you, him, her, it, us, them. There are other pronouns in English such as his, hers, this, that, etc. Suppose let me form a sentence with the use of pronoun. Rahul is a good boy. Okay, Rahul is a good boy. Now, instead of writing Rahul, I will write he also plays cricket. He also plays cricket. And trust me, he again he is used instead of Rahul. He has all the qualities for for Ranji. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Subject object of a sentence. The subject of a sentence is usually the noun or the pronoun. Okay. It answers for the question, word, who, or the doer of the action. Riyadh plays cricket every Sunday. Here the subject is Riyadh. Okay, and the object is cricket. Ram killed Ravan. The object of a sentence is usually the noun or pronoun. It is a word group of words that receive the action of the subject. It answers the questions what. Find the subject and object in the following sentence. I want a glass of water. He loves his family dearly. They ruined the house. They is here the subject. House is the object. Similarly, I want a glass of water. I is the subject. Glass of water is the object. Now, adjective. Adjective are the describing words, okay, which give information about the noun. Suppose an adjective describes or gives information about a noun or a pronoun. She drives an amazing big red sports car. So here, amazing big red sports, it is the adjective. Okay, it is the adjective. It is used to describe the car. Now, order of an adjective. Opinion, size, color, type. Suppose uh, Rahul Rahul is a tall boy. Here, tall is an adjective. Okay, here, tall is an adjective. What is your opinion about the car? It's amazing. Whenever you need to find in a sentence where is an adjective or what is an adjective, you will ask your question. I will ask these questions to yourself. What is your opinion of your car? Opinion of the car? What size is your car? What color is the car? What type of car? Okay. Whenever you ask these questions, what size, what color, how does it look? The answers of these questions will be an adjective. Okay. Simple words, adjective are the describing words. Now let's move to the questions. The Find the adverbs in the following sentence. So what are adverbs? Okay, what are adverbs? She sings well. She sings well. Well is a adverb out here. The coffee is very hot. Hot is a coffee adverb out here. Vani is an extremely good singer. Extremely is adverb out here. It is too hot today. Okay. She speaks foreign language fluently. Fluently is an adverb here. Okay. So you must have got adjective and adverbs. Now prepositions. What are prepositions? Prepositions are words which help us to establish or show relationships in time, place, and position. Examples are words like in, on, at, by, from, with, before, after, for, etc. Okay. So here in this sentence there are many prepositions. There are two prepositions out there which shows the relationship, which establish the relationship between the time, place, and positions. I will see you at the office. At, okay, place, on Monday, time. Okay. Now he stood before me. Position, in the queue. In the queue, that is also the position. Okay. At, preposition of place, on, preposition of time, before, preposition of position. Okay. Now let's move to the next. So here there are some examples of prepositions which are commonly used. 10 common preposition of place. Whenever you need to establish or show the relationship of a place, then you will use in, on, at, by, near, between, behind, above, below, beside. Suppose in Karnataka, on the car, at the Taj, by them. Suppose by London, near the post office, between the post office and the SBI. Okay, these are the position of place, preposition of place. Suppose if you want to establish a relationship between the preposition of time, you want to show preposition of time as a preposition. So you will use for, before, after, during, until, since, from. So since last year, from, suppose we give a date like from 23rd October, throughout the season, within the time. Okay, these all are like preposition of time. Preposition of movement: he went to London, he is from Chennai, he went into the tunnel, he went through the narrow road. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So yeah, so here are some questions given out there. Similar questions will come into your exam, so make sure you have a look on it. General Cariappa, the first Indian commander-in-chief of the Indian Army, was born on 15th January 1949 in Kodagu, Karnataka. In the 21st century, war will move to cyberspace with the development of specialized weapons and techniques. DRC, a robot developed by the Korean Institute. Okay, so try these two on your own. Now let's move to the next slide. Conjunction. What are conjunction? Conjunctions are joiners. They are used to join words, phrases, and clauses. And, but, or are the most common conjunctions. You must have seen in you must have been using the statements since whenever you must have been using the sentences in your daily life that Ram and Lakhan are the supreme lawyers. Suppose Ram Jethmalani and Kapil Sibal are two, both of them are senior lawyers. You have been using this sentence in your daily life. Okay, so here and what does and mean? Whenever it refers to and, Jack and Jill went up to hill. Both Jack and Jill went up to the hill. These and is used as a joiner for both these sentences. Okay, now conjunction joining phrases. Toby is a highly intelligent but sometimes quiet boy. The conjunction but joins the phrase highly intelligent and sometimes quiet. Here there are two phrases, highly intelligent and sometimes quiet boy. Okay, sometimes quiet. So the but is used to join these two phrases. Now conjunction joining the clause. Now you will learn more about the clause in your week in English too. Okay, no need to like use your brain out there. And those who know clause, it's very well and good. But if you don't know, no need to worry about it. So yeah, you can prepare the salad or you can clean the floor. The conjunction or here or joins the clause. You can prepare the salad and you can clean the floor. Now, next question. Types of conjunction. Coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, correlative conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions join like with like. Okay. For example, they join a noun with another noun or an adjective with another adjective. Okay. So yeah, conjunctions meanings examples. Conjunction and but or nor yet. Meaning in addition. And means in addition, but means however, or means alternatively, nor means and neither, yet however. She tried and succeeded. She tried and got succeeded. In addition, it shows that she tried and in addition she got succeeded. They tried but did not succeed. They tried but they did not succeed. However, it was an unfortunate event. Okay. Did you go out or stay at home? Did you go out or stay at home? Here the person who is delivering the statement, who is asking about the statement, who is asking this question, is trying to figure out whether the boy or the someone who is saying did he go out or stayed at home? Any alternative thing he is trying to convey. Now neither and neither. I did not see it, nor did they. Even I did not see, nor did they. I and he did not see them. Okay. Now, however, the sun is warm, yet the air is cool. Okay. However, again a however sentence is out there. The sun is warm, but the air is cool, yet the air is cool. Now, subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions join the subordinate clause to maintain clauses, to maintain main clauses. Common examples are although, because, if, since, unless, until, and while. A list of subordinate clauses have been given out there in the table. You may download the PDF from the description link and go through the PDF. Okay. A list of subordinate clauses are after, as far as if, as long as, once, since, and that, when, though, so that, unless, until. Okay. These are the, you may go through it. Now, how will they be used in these sentences? Subordinating conjunctions of time. I will go to the store after I finish my homework. I will go to the store after I finish my homework. Okay. After here is a conjunction. Okay. Subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction of place. I will go to the store where they have the best deals. Okay. Similarly, go through these cause, because is used out there, and if some subordinating conjunctions are used due to conditions, suppose as if, while. Okay. These are the conditions. Now, next, correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are used in pairs to join alternatives or equal elements. The most common pairs are either or, neither nor, and only but also. Okay, these are the most commonly used correlative conjunctions. Okay, next. So here, list of correlative conjunctions are either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also, whether or, hardly, when, just as. These are the examples of such examples, but you don't need to memorize these all for your upcoming exams. Okay, you need to only memorize these upper given neither or, either or, and not only. That is enough. Okay, so yeah, let's see when they are used. Either or is used to present two alternatives. You can either go to the store or stay at home. You can either go to the store or stay at home. Okay. Neither nor is used to present two negative alternatives. I neither like coffee nor tea. Okay. I do not coffee and I also do not like tea. Okay. Both and both or and is used to present two positive alternatives. Suppose I both like coffee and tea. Okay. Examples of correlative conjunction: you can either stay here or go back. Option is provided here. Okay, I neither like nor dislike coffee. Again, a negative feedback is here. Both my brother and sister are going to the party. Both, and in addition, conjunction is used out here. Both and either you or I will apologize. Neither the teacher nor the student. I like both cats and dogs. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Articles. Article is very easy. You must have gone through it. A and the. Okay, these are all the articles. These three articles are present in the English grammar. Three types of articles are a and the. Indefinite articles are a and an. Definite article is the rule when a occurs and doesn't occur. Okay, the rule a occurs in front of consonant sound and occurs in the vowel sounds. Whenever you pronounce a word and if a consonant sound is being produced, a will be used, and whenever a vowel sound is produced while pronouncing it, an sound will be produced. Now, let's see some examples. A few examples are cat, a cat, honest, and honest. Because honest, whenever you will pronounce it, you will hear that a vowel sound is being produced. Okay. Now, ma, ma, ma. Okay, you will hear that a sound is produced in the beginning. Okay. So yeah, when we will use in a sentence, a cat sat on the table. A cat, he is an honest man. I have an MA in English Studies. It was a wonderful European trip. And yes, European. It's not European, it's European. Okay? Make sure it's European. According to English vocabulary, it is European. It was a wonderful European trip. It was a one-to-one match. Uses of indefinite article an, expression of quantity or number. I ate a lot of laddus. I waited an hour for him. She spent a couple of days in Guntur. They bought a number of balloons. Okay, so here it was referred to as a number. Okay, quantity or number. Before a proper noun, which is insignificant. Suppose you are referring to a proper noun, means an person with a name, but he is not like that important. So a Mr. Nikhil came to see somewhat like what will you say that some stranger named Nikhil has come to meet you. Okay. Before a proper noun is figurative use. He wanted to be a scientist. He wanted to be a scientist, but he could not. She is a Hitler. Okay, Hitler is used as a reference. Okay, Hitler is used like a reference to describe that her personality. Okay, before a singular class noun to refer to the whole class. An owl can see in the darkness. A camel can live without water for many days. Here, owl, camel are all general terms, okay? General animals. So is used and an is used. An is used. Getting, okay? Here, all a and an is used. Seeing and considering the sounds that they produced, whether it's consonant or it's vowel. Now, next question number point five. Before a singular class noun which is referred to for the first time and which is not known to the listener or reader or beforehand. Suppose I saw a bird. They caught a big fish. He left this place an hour ago. Okay. R, because a sound is produced while pronouncing R. You do not wait. R, H-O-U-R. You do not pronounce it as her. Okay. You do not pronounce it as her. You pronounce it as R. So a vowel sound of A is being produced, so an is always used before R. Okay. Now next, uses of the, where the is used. The is used before a class noun which is already known to the listener or the reader. I saw a snake. Okay. I saw a snake. First sentence you have heard about the snake. Okay. Now the snake was a cobra. Okay. After you referred, you saw a snake, then you said that the snake was a cobra. That means this snake was already known to the listener. Now, the book you gave me is missing. The book you gave me is missing. Now, you gave me a book, the book is missing. Similarly, before a class noun to refer the whole class, the crow is black, the elephant has a trunk. Okay, before a proper noun in figurative sense, Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. You are representing Kalidas as the Shakespeare of India. Who was Shakespeare? Shakespeare was a great personality, and the people who are enthusiastic for English subject, they would definitely know who is Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a writer from London. He has written many books. Okay, so yes, Kalidas here is referred to as the Shakespeare of the London. Sorry, Shakespeare of India. Now, question four. Sorry, point four. Before surnames, when more than one person is referred to. The Chettiars live next to my house. Here, a surname. Here, a prominent surname is used to show a reference. Okay, the Chettiars live next my house. Okay, the Chettiars. Here, not a group, but a singular person, a singular family has been referred as their surname. Similarly, the Smiths are coming. Now, next, before the nouns that are only one unique reference, the sun, the moon, the earth, these are unique. Okay, no one can create the sun, the moon, the earth, the prime minister, the president. These are all unique words, unique positions, and unique entities of the universe. So the is used. The sun arises in the east. The prime minister is arriving today. Before material noun in a specific sense, that is, the material noun is specified in the excluded of the rest of the rest. Okay, the water of the Ganga. The water of the Ganga. Here, the water of the Ganga is used, has been given the same position as the Ganga. Okay, the rice of Dehradun. Dehradun here is a unique one. Okay, unique one, and rice is an entity of Dehradun. Okay, rice is a entity of Dehradun. So rice has been given the same position as Dehradun. Okay, the rice of Dehradun has been given the same position as Dehradun. So here we refer the rice, we consider the rice as Dehradun. So the rice of Dehradun. A unique thing is that a rice of Dehradun. Before the names of rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, group of islands, mountains, range, and newspaper ships and some classical books. The Nile, the Ganga, the Chilka Lake, the Arabian Sea, the Andaman and Nicobar, the Himalayas, the Times of India, the Hindu, and the Bible and the Mahabharata. Okay, these are all unique entities of the universe. So the is always used. Okay, the is always used for the unique entities, the prominent entities of our future, sorry, of our universe. Now, question point number 7. Before a noun which is followed by a preposition of the front of my house, the pages of my diary. Exception, not in the case of noun in opposition. Arundhati Roy, author, is the author of The Small Things, has become a political activist. Arundhati Roy, Here, Arundhati Roy is referred to as the author of The God of Small Things. Here, not okay. Mr. Arjun, owner of this house, is my friend. Before an adjective in superlative degree, she is the brightest girl in the class. The is also used when there is a superlative degree out there. Suppose high, higher, highest. Highest is the most prominent, has the most so is the most upper one, upper degree. Okay, having great position. Similarly, in point 9, with comparative degree, when there is an increase of degrees in activity. The more he received, the more he wanted. The sooner you start, the better for you. Words are related by form. Okay. Now see, what are homophones? Homophones are words which sound similar but mean different. Suppose right, right. Here, this right. Right means direction. Okay. Right means direction, but this right means to type or to write on a paper. Okay. For every word it is fixed which word is can be followed. With each other it can be followed. This relationship is called collocation. So there are some words in which there are there are some words in the English alphabet, in the English vocabulary, where of a certain word is has been fixed. That word can only be used for that particular word. Okay. Suppose electric light, guitar, electric line. Okay. Synonym of electric cannot be used for light guitar line. Electrical engineer and energy. Okay. Cold day, sweet, cold wave. Okay. These all are words. Inflection. A verb remains a verb through changing from present to past tense. Okay. A verb a verb remains a verb through changing from the present tense to past tense. Noun still remains a noun, though changing from a singular to plural number. Verbs can also become nouns as when drive changes to driver, nouns becomes to verb, and yes. Okay. So here drive becomes a driver. Okay. Drive becomes a driver. Here verbs become nouns. Okay. Now nouns, suppose person. Here person changes to personify. So this is inflection. Okay. This is inflection where a verb remains a verb, though changing from present to past tense. Noun still remains a noun, though changing from singular to plural. Drive and driver both are nouns. Drive was also a noun and driver was also a noun. Okay, now let's move to the next. Derivations. What are derivations? An adjective can become a noun, or a noun can become an adjective, or a verb can become a noun. A noun can become a verb, or a noun can become an adverb. In easy language, it is nothing derivation and like it is just made to confuse you all. I will explain you in a simple language. Politics is a noun. Okay, politics is a noun. Political. Whenever you add political, it becomes an adjective. Examples of derivation. Here are some examples of derivation are given. That from politics, politics is a noun. A political of adjective is when derivated. Okay, acquire, acquisition, slow, slowness, stupid, stupidity, and mind, mental. Phrasal verbs, meaning and function. So phrasal verb belong to the category of multi-verb verbs. Okay, they function like single verb. So here, phrasal verb. Phrasal verb is a category of multi-word verbs. Okay, this statement is made up of more than one or two verbs, which is which is like to mean that a certain thing. Okay, to mean a certain meaning, to form a idiomatic meaning. Suppose knock off. What does knock off mean? What does knock off mean? Knock off means to out. Okay, out, to move out. Okay. Now next commonly used idioms. It is a very important. You will have nearly 2-3 questions in your exam from phrases and idioms. Okay. Idioms: carry the day, be successful. Okay, carry the day means be successful. So while using a sentence, we use as our hockey team carried the day. That means our hockey team was successful. Cat and dog life, always in fight. Cat and dog life, the idiom is is referred to as always in a fight. So whenever we use in a sentence, the phrase is like the husband and the wife are leading a cat and dog life. Okay. So now these are the some commonly used idioms. You may go through the chart and yes, let's move to the next slide. Modal verbs in English. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are special verbs that help express a speaker's attitude and opinion. They can also be used to express obligation, permission, ability, possibility, or and probability. Modal verbs are also called helping verbs because they help to express a mood or attitude. Okay. Auxiliary modal verbs used to express the attitude or opinion. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might. These words are used for auxiliary modal verbs. Okay. When they are used to express the attitude or opinion. Suppose you now. Second is perfect modal verbs. Could have, would have, should have, might have. These are used. These are used to express the past attitude or opinions. Okay. Probability modal verbs used to express opinion about the probability of something happening. Suppose may, might, must. These are the words will be used in a sentence when there is a probability of happening. There is some sort of probability in the past and future. Okay. Now let's move to the permission model. So whenever you're going to take the permission, suppose when remember when you were in school in your academic year, you whenever you need to move out of the classroom, you would take permission from your teacher. And what would you say? That ma'am, may I go to the washroom or something like that? Ma'am, may I go to the staff room or can I go to this place? Okay. So yeah, permission. For permission, you will always use can and may. For obligation, you must use must and should. Suppose like so suppose we can take the name Rahul or we can take the name Karn. We will say that Karn must have joined the Pandyas. Okay, this is must. Must is used to when like it's an order you must do that, or should is when you advise. Okay, should is when you advise. Possibility of modal verbs used to express the opinion about the possibility of something happening. Suppose can, could, may, might. Whenever there is a chance of probability that it might rain in future. Okay, it may rain today. Okay, these are the possibilities. List of modal verbs: can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, out, could have, would have, should have, might have. Okay. Now let's do the so yeah, synonym and antonym. Okay. I will say that it will have approx you will have approx like 5 to 6 questions from here. Okay. You'll have approx 5 to 6 questions from synonyms and antonym. What does synonym mean? Synonym means the words or phrase that has the same meaning exact as to the another word. Suppose big. Big and huge. Both these words are synonym. Why? Because both of them have a similar meaning. Smart and intelligent. Smart and intelligent are both words having same meaning, alike and same. Both have the same meaning. Antonym. Antonym. Now, synonym means similar meaning words. Okay, similar meaning words. Now, antonym, a word or phrase that has the opposite meaning as another word. Suppose big and small. Both are opposite to each other. Tall and short, both are opposite to each other. Fast and slow, both are opposite to each other. Okay. Now, telephonic conversation. Suppose conversation. What does telephonic conversation mean? Suppose I and one of my friend is having a talk. Okay, is having a formal talk. Suppose when I call the other person, what will I say? Hello. Suppose my friend's name is like let's take again Rahul. Hello Rahul. The reply will come, hello, that hello, yes, so and so. Now, I will say that, how are you doing? This is a formal tone. If you ask for something, suppose you are asked for something, okay, you are asking for something, suppose you will say that, yes, suppose you are calling to that person and you will say that, yes, how could I help you? How would I do? That these are all telephonic conversation which you will require all the formal conversation which will come into your exams, okay? You will have those options and you will find out all the important structures out there. Okay, suppose could I pick up the call? Suppose if no, okay, suppose may I pick up the call? Suppose like whenever you are asking for permission, that may I get a permission and all those. Now next, tips for a paper. Go through the graded assignments. These type of questions will be in your exam. Okay, Now focus on your vocabulary and grammar. These are the main things out in the exam. So here the revision series for the English has been over. You will be in the description and the comment section the important PDFs for the other examination like other subjects have been pinned. So make sure you download it from there.